I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudler.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laakson.
I am Francisco Cerundolo,
and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are. It's Sunday night, and that can mean only one thing. Draw preview time on Game to Love. And after last week, hopefully we can do a little bit better. But there were a few shocks, weren't there, JG? And one of them, the crazy one in the final today, obviously Megan covering that earlier. Daniel Medvedev getting bageled in the second set by,
I believe.
Was it? I thought it was a bagel.
I think there was an opportunity of a bagel.
Oh,
I
thought it went bagel. Sorry, I apologize.
No, it was a breadstick, but it was an opportunity. It almost was a bagel, but it was a breadstick.
I flicked
Crazy result though, isn't it? I mean, Van Rijthoven, he's never won an ATP challenger. He's never won anything really. I think he's ever won a match on the ATP tour until this tournament. And all of a sudden beating Taylor Fritz, Daniel Medvedev. Some other big names as well. So shout out to him and shout out to everyone who is joining us. It is Draw Previews on the Sunday. I'm JG. That's Ben. I know a lot of you may not recognize us because we've not really been on the channel for the last week. But we do run Game to Love when everyone else isn't doing the watch alongs. But shout out as well to David, Megan, Liam, who have been doing a lot of streams recently. I believe Haman's going to be joining you tomorrow as well for another good one. And me and Ben are going to aim to do some very soon. But with holidays and different things lining up and preparation for Wimbledon, we've not been able to do as many as we would have hoped to.
Yeah, very well done to everybody. Obviously, we had David. He's been absolutely tearing it up doing the Murray matches this week. Very disappointed Murray wasn't able to get the win, but very proud that Murray got to a final. And Berrettini wins in his first tournament back after 3 months off. So I didn't call it. I don't know. I'm sure there must have been a few people that had Berrettini winning their brackets. Oh, was that you? Okay.
Yeah, I did have Berrettini. Cheers for the cue up. I don't think you even realised I did.
I didn't really.
But it did help me just tip you on the Boss Open. Let's go to the live chat. We've got Daria G in. How are we doing? We've got Sam H. And who are these guys? Well,
I know.
Like I said, we've not been really showing many appearances. Ben's been doing a lot of work, though, in the back room, working on an Iga song. So an Iga Swiatek song should be coming any day.
Yeah.
Any moment, any hour.
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to try and finish off the final bits and pieces on the video and stuff. Maybe a few little vocal recordings. But yeah, it's pretty much essentially there. And we can have that raring to go tomorrow. Good way to kickstart the week, I feel, with some positivity from our favourite girl, Iga Swiatek.
Yeah. So just to do a recap of some of the events, I know we spoke about, what one did we speak about? The Lubena Open with Van Rijthoven winning that one. No one saw it coming. 25 years old, I believe. Never won a challenger, never won a match on the main circuit either. So I don't think anyone would have called him. I'm looking down the leaderboard here. Nobody fancied him to go very far, to be obviously. And just looking at the leaderboard, shout out to Joe CM. So Joe CM is the winner of, I'll let you say it, ATP.
Well, I don't know. What was it? Is it
Listen, we need Megan. Megan has a brilliant pronunciation.
I can't do that one.
I'm going to go with S. Huckenberg. I can't do it. Hertengenberg.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah. Well, Joe CM won that one. Shout out to you, Joe CM. Having a look at the other one, we've got the Boss Open, the one Berrettini won. Yeah. Which I did pick. Cough, cough.
Well done.
And the winner of that was GD74. So well done to GD74. You smashed it with a score of 106. Looking at the women's, the WTA Lubena champion was, in fact, SK1 Me.
Yeah.
So well done to SK1 Me. And the winner of that was Alexandrova, beating Sabalenka in the final. Her maiden grass court title as well. I think it's another case of Sabalenka bottling it in a final because Alexandrova's not a grass court player, but she just had a little bit more minerals, it seemed.
There was a bagel in that one, wasn't there?
There was a bagel, yeah.
That was right. Yeah, I remember looking down the list today of the finals and then seeing that there was a bagel. I can't believe Sabalenka.
It's a poor Saba final. I mean, it's just one of them ones from her you just come to expect now. Let's be honest.
Alexandrova, we've been saying it for so long. She can always do that in a tournament. Just have a little run, and then now she's looking good. Now I'll probably have a win in Wimbledon.
Well, no, she's. I think it's only because Sabalenka was terrible in the final. And the last one was Nottingham, of course, the one with Sakari, Raducanu. We knew neither of them were going to win it. It was never going to be like that. We saw Joanna Konta today giving the trophy to the Brazilian, Hadid Maia. So shout out to Hadid Maia, who won that one with Alison Risk in the final, I believe.
I didn't really see.
And the winner of that was Switchell. Shout out to Switchell. You won the bracket with a score of 90. And the maddest thing is you called Hadid Maia. So that was a very good shout. That is really impressive. You had Hadid Maia winning the whole thing, which I have a lot of respect for you for. So shout out to Switchell. Drop us a message in Discord and we'll give you a shout out in there as well.
Yeah, that's incredible. I know that there was Ratchet had Admire in the final, so there was a few people had her as a finalist, but yeah, the winner, Switchell, well done. I never saw that coming. Yeah, Gene saying great pick. Really was. That one was just a free for all. I feel that tournament. Your guess was as good as mine.
Yeah. But let's get into this week's. And on this video, we're going to be going through ATP Queen's Club Championship. And then we're also going to be doing Birmingham, I believe, which is that WTA?
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, so Birmingham is the WTA. So we'll be doing that one. So we're just going to keep this one to the UK. We've got Queen's Club and Birmingham. And let's start with Queen's and the previous winners.
Yes, obviously we remember last year just coming into Wimbledon, Berrettini looked very impressive there, and I think it was one of your main ones to watch going into Wimbledon, if I remember rightly, and made it all the way to the final.
Yeah, I forget who we did a podcast with. It might have been with Match Point Canada, and I was really bigging up Berrettini in preparation for Wimbledon because after watching him here at Queen's, I just had a really good feeling that he was going to do something special. And he got all the way to the final, took a set off Djokovic, but didn't manage to go all the way. Did very well, already coming back, his first tournament back after a few months. He wins that on grass. So certainly is a really good grass court player. I want to give a shout out to Andy Murray as well, who seems to be definitely back to his best. Unfortunately for him, he did suffer an injury today, which is the worst possible time because it's nothing to do with like anything previous, like the hip or other injuries he's had. It seems to be one out of the blue. And it's just so typical, isn't it? When things started to look good for him, he gets a pesky injury just to ruin it all.
Yeah, I was super disappointed when I heard that. I was so impressed of him this week. He defeated, obviously, Tsitsipas, Kyrgios, Bublik, Chris O'Connell as well, the first match. But then to take a set from Berrettini as well in this final, and then to hear the devastating news that he's back.
I'm telling you, Andy Murray's playing serious stuff.
It's amazing.
With Wimbledon on the horizon, he is someone you do not want to get. You do not want to get him. I believe he's now moved back through the rankings, though, Ben, and he's back inside the top 50. But I don't know if that's 100% factual, but he's moving in that direction.
I'll give you
I saw it on Twitter today that he's maybe inside the top 50, but I don't know if he had to win this match to get there.
I'll have
that's
a quick
what I'm saying, maybe. But I know he's definitely in that sort of around there, which is obviously big for him.
You're correct. He's 47th now in the rankings. So well done, Andy Murray. I mean, there's going to be still people out there that say, well, he's got the points because he's been given wildcards into events and he hasn't had to qualify for these events. So he's probably picking up more points than some of the other players who didn't get into the events because they failed during the qualifying. So I can see it, but he is a 3-time Grand Slam champion. And you think eventually he's going to come good as long as his injuries subside. And we've seen it this week. I mean, on the grass, there's not many better who do it on grass than Andy Murray. And I'm just hope that injury is just not too bad, and hopefully we can see him back out on the court again very, very soon.
Well, you can see here at Queen's Club, he's won it quite a few times. You've got 2016, 2015, 13, 2011, 2009.
Yeah.
Has he never lost a final? Surprised he's never lost a final.
I don't
Fair
think
play.
so.
So if Andy Murray goes all the way, he usually wins it. Marin Cilic has got to 2 finals and lost them. Feliciano Lopez, a man we know who does quite well here. I believe he won the doubles with Murray not too long. I remember maybe it was that 2019's edition. I know they won the doubles.
I think that rings a bell. Yeah.
And it was a really good, I enjoyed watching that. It was good fun. Unfortunately for Feliciano Lopez, though, is he has gone out in qualifiers. So he wasn't given a wild card. And he's gone out in qualification, losing to Emil Rusevori in the last round. We've got Sam Querrey, who's also qualified. Paul Jubb, which shout out to him, the Brit, who beat Kozlov, and then Steve Johnson.
Impressive.
And then we've got Quentin Hells, who beat Dennis Kudla.
That was impressive.
There's the 4. So Rusevori, Querrey, Jubb, and Hells.
I was shocked by Hells beating Kudla when I saw that today.
I mean, Quentin Hells is a serious player. We've watched him on the Challengers for a few years.
Yeah, but Kudla on the grass, I feel like that's his best surface. But it is what it is. Yeah, just to clarify, Cilic did get to 2 other finals and did win them as well.
Okay, so he doesn't just lose them.
No, he's won it twice as well. He beat Djokovic in one of the finals, so he's pretty good. Cilic, someone people need to look out for come Wimbledon time, because he's been doing well at the slams.
Yeah, and some people, where is it? Jamie saying Lopez, time to retire. He's getting on. We know he's a tournament director of, which one was that now? Remember him in the suit? You're not going to help me out. I know that.
Man, I can't remember that.
Terrible memory. But someone in the live chat, let me know who Feliciano Lopez is the director for. We saw him recently on one of the events with his suit. I think he's coming where he's going to have a role in tennis more like that. I don't see him playing beyond this year. And if he's not doing it at Queen's, if he's not able to get through the qualifiers of Queen's, he's not going to do it anywhere. Because for me, that's his best event.
Yeah.
Madrid. Cheers, guys. Yeah, Madrid. That's the one.
Cheers for that. Yeah, terrible. I mean, unfortunately, this is going to sound bad, but there's so many Spanish people with the same sort of hair that sort of have that same sort of look, like David Ferrer as well. Like people like this, and then they become like tournament directors. Obviously, David Ferrer, he's tournament director.
Is that your excuse for having a terrible memory and being a terrible co-host?
All right, steady on.
That's your excuse, yeah? The hair. You're blaming the hair.
I'm blaming the hair.
Right. Well, let's get into the draw preview and go through the draw proper. We've spoken about the qualifiers. We've spoken about the previous winners. Make sure to enter your brackets. Play does commence tomorrow. And you can do so by downloading the tennis app, TNNS. It is pinned in the live chat. Download it on Apple or Android, free to download. And you can compete with 1,120 members and myself and Ben.
That's a lot. Going up, mate. Keeps going up. I like it. Right. Well, another person who keeps going up, Casper Ruud. And as you see, he is the #1 seed in this tournament, which he's gone from strength to strength, Casper. I'll keep it like that. We can just go down.
There you go.
Right.
That's perfect. And it's interesting as well, because Casper Ruud's come out in the press and said, grass is for golf. So my preparation for Wimbledon is I'm going to go and play some golf. And that's my preparation for playing on this surface. So he's not a big fan. There's no secrets in it. He's not a big fan. I watched him today doing some practice, navigating the Cinch Open banners. I know you're not a big fan of that sponsor.
Not really.
It's a shame, isn't it? It's just feel like it's not really a very royal name. And being Queens, I feel like he needed something a bit more royal.
Yeah, like get like I don't know, like a more royal brand or something.
Like Fever Tree.
Yeah, I could get along with that. Yeah.
Do you not think like Fever Tree would be a good brand for it?
Maybe like Coots the Bank or something like that.
It needed to be something a bit posher for sure.
I don't know.
Cinch just didn't work.
Cinch just reminds me of that annoying advert. Sorry, that's just should have cinched it. All this type.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not having it. Not having. I feel like I'm promoting them by talking about it. I don't want to. Yeah. Right. Well, let's get into it, because Casper Ruud, he has a Brit in the first round. Ryan Peniston, who Not been doing too bad. He's been playing a bit more grass court tennis than Casper Ruud, that's for sure.
That's not
Will
what
he be
you
able
call him off the stream. You have another name for him. You're not going to
Ryan,
use his name on the stream. What you call
Ryan
him?
Peniston?
Yeah, you call him something else usually at work.
I
You
saw
used
one.
to.
I saw one of Marchenko's videos. He called him something else to his face.
No, you did as well. I remember in the office, you used to call him something
No,
else.
I wouldn't do something
You had a
like that.
nickname for him.
Nah, mate. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, let's move on.
What could it
Casper, are you going to have
I'm gonna have Casper
Peniston
Ruud.
winning?
I'm gonna have Casper Ruud winning.
Okay, me too.
I don't know if he will. I'm gonna have him winning because he's the number 1 seed. You know me. Right. Serendolo finally on the grass. This is where we were saying when we were speaking to him, we want to see you on the grass court. Is he going to beat Pedro Martinez? I'm going to say he is.
Yeah, I'm going to go the same. I'm going to have Serendolo as well. Jensen Brooksby, Krajinovic.
Oof.
I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to go Krajinovic.
I'm going to go Brooksby. I'm going to keep on trying to hope he does well. I mean, he lost to Gaston in the last
yeah, I know you picked. Didn't you have him winning nothing last time?
Final, didn't I? That was a bit silly, wasn't it?
I know you had him going far, and what he just didn't live up to it. Went up to Gaston, yeah.
Gaston was a little tricky player, though. I don't know.
He was pretty good. I think he went for a few rounds.
I know. I don't surprised a lot of people, I feel.
Sam Querrey Schwartzman. I mean, it's got to be Diego.
That's even tougher for me because I know that you're going to be like, yeah, Querrey, we know he's like a sort of grass court specialist in a way. Is he good enough? He's getting on a bit. I'm going to go.
Everyone's attacking my Krajinovic picks and he's bad on grass. I mean, I didn't know he was that bad on grass. I thought he had a little bit more experience than Brooksby. But apparently he was 0-3 last year. Didn't win a single match on grass. But listen, things can change. We've got Davorin saying Querrey could win that. Gene also echoing it. And SXM saying Querrey's a former finalist. Ben picking him.
Nah, I think I'm going to go against him. He let me down the last tournament. So once you burn me, I tend to steer clear of you. So.
Oh, Jack Draper, Taylor Fritz.
I know. I'm going Jack
Draper.
Yeah, for sure, man. The Brits on the grass. I'm hoping for a big tournament from Draper here, setting himself up for a good Wimbledon.
Quentin versus Rusevori. I'm going to have to go for the Rus.
Yeah, I'm going to go the same. Even though I'm impressed by Hales for beating Kudla. Bublik, Musetti. I'm going to go Bublik.
I'll go Musetti then.
Brody Cilic. That's a bad draw for Brody. I feel that's a bit harsh.
He's been screwed over.
Yeah, he would do all right in this tournament if it wasn't Cilic.
Yeah, agreed. I'm going to have Cilic as well.
Pelka de Menor. That's a mean
they're going to be thundering down, aren't they? Yeah, Pelka's going to be thundering him. I'm going to have Alex de Menor beating him.
If his serve's not firing, de Menor.
I think we're not going to get as many. We're not going to get so many favourites win, Ben, in these matchups. We're going to see some upsets at first round.
Maybe.
On the grass. Some of these are their first matches on grass, I think.
2 clay courts now. Which way is this one going to go?
No, Fokina's got it.
Do you think?
Yeah, Fokina's great on the hard courts as well. I think he's quite versatile. Ramos isn't bad, mate. Ramos has got experience. He can play on anything.
I don't think he's ever been good on grass, though, surely. I don't remember him ever even playing much on grass.
Oh, I do.
What, Ramos? Nah, for me, I'm going to go Fokina based upon what you said, his hard court form.
So Ramos on grass last year, he lost an awful lot. He did beat Marcus Willis, though. In Boodles. And he beat Fanini there as well.
Wasn't Marcus Willis the one who got to play Federer?
Yeah, and at Wimbledon 2017, he beat Rublev.
Ooh.
He beat Jordan Thompson at Wimbledon. He's a great grass.
What year did you say?
2017. He was beating Rublev at Wimbledon.
I'm not going back that far for my form picks. Right. Paul Jubb versus Botic van der Zandschulp. That one, I'm going to go with Botic. Or Botic. I'm not sure which one it is. I've been criticised for my pronunciation of that.
Grigor Dimitrov, Cameron Norrie. One we will be covering tomorrow on the live watch along. So make sure you join us for that. And I'm going to have...
That's a tough one, though. Really tough.
I'm going to go Dimitrov.
Cam Norrie, last year's finalist.
Yep.
I think I'm going to have him based upon, Dimitrov could probably win the whole thing if he wants.
I'm getting rid of some seeds this year, Ben. But this one I'm going to have going through. I'm going to have Shapovalov beating Tommy Paul.
Chapo on the grass. Who did he just lose to in the last tournament?
Someone really bad. I mean, it wasn't a good one.
Oh, that's harsh. If it's they're not that bad.
It wasn't. No, it was. I mean, it's not really bad, but like Oscar Otte, like someone he should have been beaten.
Oh, it was 2 tie breaks though. I mean, it was close.
It's not good though.
Slice was interviewing him, wasn't he, recently?
TFO Wawrinka. I'm going to have TFO.
Yeah. Sorry, Stan.
Andy Murray or Sonego. Does anyone know if Andy Murray has pulled out or not? That's the question. I'm not sure if Andy Murray is going to play. We've got Ken Lee in. How are we doing, Ken? Been a while. I'm sure you've been celebrating Rafa's recent success. And he's saying, poor Murray and his abs can't compete. A week of 3 setters. How can he be a viable threat at Wimbledon? Well, watch out because Andy Murray seems to be back, Ken. He's playing for some good stuff. Whether or not he plays at the Cinch Championship, aka Queens, is another question, though.
I'm going to go with he probably won't. I'm going to go Sonego. Just based upon, I think he probably needs the rest.
Yeah. I mean, if he plays and he's clearly he must be all right, I think he beats Sonego, but I don't know if he's going to.
Definitely. I think he definitely beats Sonego if he's fit and plays, but I don't think he's going to play. That's my personal opinion. I think he's going to wait just for Wimbledon now.
Yeah. I'm going to go Sonego then. And then at the bottom, Evans Berrettini. I'm going to have Berrettini.
So Dan Evans has been given a toughest of first round draws. We thought Liam Brody had it tough with Cilic. Now,
Casper Ruud's got quite a nice one actually at the top.
But he's been playing golf. What's he going to start doing? Driving on the.
Well,
it's not the
I'm
worst.
Still having him beating Cerundolo.
This is a good little section for Ryan Peniston. If he manages to get past Ruud, he's got a nice little section.
Yep.
Oh no, I can already see what's going on in my bracket. It's going to happen.
I'm going to have to go Schwartzman here because of Krajinovic. I think is probably overstayed his welcome.
Brooksby again. I'm going to try him again. Try you again, Brooksby.
Ben's got the Ruud Berrettini final. It's already shaping up for the 1-2.
Not sure, mate. I was tempted to put Ruud out in the first round, so I'm not sure how far he's going to get.
All right. Draper Rusevori.
I'm having Draper.
All right, let me just quickly see what Draper's been up to. Because fill me in, Ben, because I forget the latest now. Was there any injury from him?
Probably. No, in my luck.
There was something what happened. Can you not remember?
What was his last tournament that he just played? He played
in a Challengers in Surbiton and lost to Peniston in the 3rd set.
Quite a close match.
Yeah, but Peniston's a good player. But I mean, before that, it was Madrid, wasn't it? And he come very close to defeating Rublev. Played really well, actually. I'm very encouraged by Jack Draper. I'm going to have him beating Rusevori.
Yeah, I think it being in the UK as well, all the crowd will be on.
Everyone's going to be. He is really one for the future. He's for me the most exciting British player we've got.
I'm going to have Cilic to knock out Bublik.
Me too. Well, beating Massetti.
I'll have Opelka knocking out Fokina.
This will be something a bit different, Ben. Alex de Minaur for Keen. I'm going to have de Minaur.
Nice. This one gets
I've
tougher and tougher.
Grigor. I'm going to go Botic.
So I'm tempted by Botic, but I think I'm just going to go with the Brits. Come on, Cam. Let's do it for the Brits. I've got a Draper in there. I'll have Cam Norrie. If Murray's not there, I need some Brits to cheer on.
We've got Gary in saying Ben goes for Brooksby like he goes for Georgie. I have the same disease.
That's bad, isn't it? Like I had Georgie winning the last event. She did well, didn't she? Yeah, terrible again from me.
I think you have a few favourites, man.
Jamie's
in saying more exciting than Raducanu. Definitely. For me, Jack Draper leaps and bounds above, and I think he's going to do some very special things.
Chapo, TFO.
I'll have Chapo.
I think I'm going to go TFO.
Okay.
I'm not being, I don't know. It's tough. And then I'll have Berrettini at the bottom.
Yeah, me too.
Berrettini becoming the one that picks itself at the moment. Right, here we go again. I'm going to have Brooksby going through. Right.
Oh, I've
Same
got Casper Ruud, Diego Schwartzman
That's
on
tough.
the grass. I don't know what's going to happen there.
I'd go Schwartzman if that was me.
Are you leading me into it, Ben?
I don't know, but I don't
Has
think...
he played Schwartzman on grass?
Oh, I have
this
no
year?
idea. This year.
I'm actually going to go Casper Ruud.
All right. Interesting. Then this is the toughest one. Right. Chilich.
Well, this is one
Draper.
hopefully we can do a watch along for. I think we should really try and do a watch along for Draper Chilich.
If it happens.
If we get it, of course, because I think we'll be looking back on this match and it will be like a really one of them moments before Draper was the elite athlete we know him in sort of a few years. He's going to be a big name, and then we're going to be looking back at this moment as like, oh, of course Draper will beat Chilich, because I think he's that good.
But then Chilich is just on a bit of a tear at the moment. It's a bit weird. Like Chilich, he's like come right back to the forefront of my mind now for do we pick him? And he's got to the final 4 times and won it twice. He obviously likes it here. I think I'm gonna have to go Chilich just based upon him at this event. That's the only reason. I'm sad though, because I want Draper. I'll be cheering Draper on, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's hard to pick against Chilich, man.
It is, but I'm gonna go Draper just for the heart more than anything.
Go on. I hope it happens.
It'd be nice for it to happen.
I'll accept a bracket loss for that.
Yeah.
Opelka versus Cam Norrie.
I've got Dimonor, Van der Zandslup. I'm going to go Van der Zandslup.
I'm going to go Opelka here. I think he's going to have a little run at this tournament.
His way there, is he?
Yeah, I think so. It's possible on the grass.
And at the bottom, I'm going to go Berrettini.
Oh, no. Someone picks himself. Not the worst draw in the world. And so I've got big servers down the bottom and one big server at the top. I think I'm going to be having Marin Cilic in the final. I think he's going to get there again.
Yeah, I got Casper Ruud Draper. Why not? One more. Jack Draper in the final. In the final of Queens, flying the flag. We've had a few Brits in the final recently. We had Norrie there.
Yeah.
Murray in recent years. There's always a Brit there. If Andy Murray's not going to be playing this year's edition, because he would have had a chance, especially being on the bottom, to reach the final, I think. Yeah. If he can overcome Berrettini. I know he struggled today. Him not being there, I'm going to go, it was close. I'm going to have Jack Draper from the top reaching the final.
Nice. So I've got Cilic, and I think it's going to have to be Berrettini again. I can't really look past him, unfortunately. He's now, that was his first tournament back and he managed to win it. Now he's warmed up a bit. Surely it's going to be better now.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I'll have Berrettini making the final as well.
And I quite want to see
against
Cilic
another Brit.
Yeah, well, I quite want to see Cilic versus Berrettini final. I think 2 finalists from the past meeting could be a very interesting match. And who will win it, though, is the question.
Well, I don't know if we're going to have the same, Ben, but I'm going to go straight in. I think Jack Draper will not win the final. I think he'll lose it if he gets there. And I'll go Berrettini. Just a bit like Cam Norrie last year. Got to the final, lost to him. I think he's going to be a bit dead on his feet after he's beaten. He's got a tough draw, Draper. I've got him knocking out some big names. And if he can get all the way to the final, I think maybe he's been pushed in 3 sets a few times. And Berrettini may have an easier path to get there. So I'm going to have him winning.
For me, it's tough. I might go Marin Cilic to win it. Why not?
Fair enough.
Roll back the years a bit.
Good pick. I mean, my dark horse is very easy. That's Jack Draper. And my main pick being Matteo Berrettini. Do you have an unseeded player who you think could do too well?
Maybe. Oh, yeah. Brooksby. Always. There he is.
So Brooksby's the dark horse, is he?
Yeah, apparently again. Yes. He's always
there
the dark horse.
Let us know in the live chat, guys. Who do you have winning? Of course, we know Dafor's got Cilic winning it.
Yeah.
We've got Boban saying, no, what a shock. Jack is not winning it. I mean, steady on there, Boban. I've got him in the final. You know how I beat the odds goes? It's not bad. So I have a bit of faith in me. But it is a big ask. I do agree. Maybe I'm getting a bit hyped with him.
Wow.
We've got Leo in saying Berrettini to win.
I think it's probably going to be Berrettini, but I quite like a Cilic pick. I
We've got
fancy it.
this. I like this one. Mehdi Mihel saying, I saw Rude train on grass today. He looked really sharp. I have him as a winner here. And I think he's been underplaying himself on the surface, personally.
Ah,
I think he's going to be a lot better than people are expecting him to be.
mind games.
We know he's been able to adapt to the hard courts and played very well this year. Who's to say he
Yep.
can't adapt to grass as well? I mean, I don't know why everyone's writing him off so much. He's got one of the biggest serves on the tour.
It's a
Surely that's gonna
multi-surface
help.
player, isn't he?
Cashew going to fly, mate. Watch out for him.
He would win in Wimbledon, probably.
Watch out.
Right, let's get on to the next one because I'm conscious of time. We've got other ones that we need to get through as well.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the past winners of Birmingham. You get up the qualifiers to watch. And the last winner, big favourite on the channel, Ons Jabeur, who defeated Daria Kasatkina, JG's dark horse from the French Open, who managed to get very, very far, all the way to the semis. Ash Barty there back in 2019. Thing of the past now. Won't be seeing her back in any finals anytime soon. Kvitova's done well here. Madison Keys, Kerber, and Anna Ivanovic. Nice to see her name. Back in 2014, that one.
Yeah. And just go down a little bit, Ben. Because in 2013, Donna Vekic made the final. She was one of my qualifiers to watch at Roland Garros. She also has qualified again. Donna Vekic beating Ji Lee in the final round of qualifying today. So well done to her. We've also got Yana Fett, who's qualified. Marino seems to always find a way to qualify. And one of Ben's ones, who he had at the French Open, Tezarenko. Did you have her?
I think I did, yeah. She had playing eager in the first round. Not the best draw, but what can you do? You can only play who they pick you against, and she got screwed by the draw. Well, hopefully she's got a better draw in this one. There's no eager, is there?
No, she beat Contreras Gomez, another name we know, in the final round of qualifying. So they're the four qualifiers: Tezarenko, Marino, Fett, and Vekic. So watch out for them. Hopefully they've been placed in the draw. I'm assuming they have done.
Yeah, they have.
And let's get into the draw because, as Ben says, I am aware of time. Just want to give a shout out to everyone who is joining. If you haven't already, give us a like on this video. It really does help Game to Love move through the YouTube algorithm and just navigate our way to where we want to be. And the number one seed for this one is Yelena Ostapenko, the person who beat Iga last, the one who I predict to beat Iga at Wimbledon. I keep bigging it up. If they get to play, I just have a feeling Iga's going to double Bagan or something. And it's all going to just be a terrible prediction from JG.
You never know, mate. If you say
if it happens, that'll be mad.
Pushing it into the atmosphere a bit, this prediction, it might affect what's going to happen.
The number two seed, by the way, Simona Halep. I wonder if Moratoglu has been giving her a few extra tips for this one.
No. God, I don't know if I want to hear about any of his tips anymore. John will probably jump in the live chat straight away.
I mean, just quickly on Halep and Moratoglu. It is a bit weird, their relationship. Have you seen some of the things they've been like Simona Halep stories and stuff?
I saw something that was posted. Yeah, I think you sent it to me, and then she was writing like some. What was it? It was just. Was it? I couldn't work out if it was sarcastic or if it was like sad or like.
No, it was very flirtatious with him. I mean, they have a strange relationship. She's just recently been married. I mean, her husband looking at it must find it a bit strange. But listen, I don't know their relationship. I'm just speculating. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. But they definitely have a very strange relationship, Moratoglu and Simona Halep.
Well, probably just good mates. But right, Ostapenko, Marino, first round. Marino actually did quite all right in the last event. Who did she knock out?
She's one of the one who come through qualifiers, Ben. I just said she's just beaten in qualifying Buxa and.
I meant the last event though. She nearly beat Sarkari. That was it. Oh, she was a setup. I remembered that she was playing pretty well. I don't think she'll have enough for Ostapenko.
No, not my girl. I am a bit of an Ostapenko fan, actually.
I know. I think there's a lot of closet Ostapenko fans that come out of the woodwork. I think it's one of those guilty pleasures to say that you're an Ostapenko fan. No one wants to be caught saying it, just in case she has one of her off matches where she just fires 1,000 unforced errors. So
I just want to give a shout out to Sharifa in the live chat. How are we doing?
Hey,
Thanks for joining us. And she's saying Moratoglu is dangerous for the sport. 5 more people like him, and tennis is ruined.
Ooh. That's an
Fair enough.
interesting perspective. I like it. Controversial. Right. Lynette versus Jastrzemska. I'm going Lynette.
I'll go Jastrzemska.
Got Gabriela Rusa versus Qiang Wang. I'm going to be going with Wang on this one.
I'm going to go for Rusa.
Yana.
You get the theme here, Ben. It's very much you say one, I say the other.
Well, let's see with this one. I'll go with Zhang.
I'm also going to have Zhang.
We've spoiled it now.
Spoiled it.
McNally.
She's on form, mate. She saved my beat the odds. I had her. I almost had her twice as well. Very good player at the moment on the grass.
You sold her to me, and then I picked her, and then she got 6-1, 6 loved.
Wait, when did you pick her?
Alex, just because I'd already lost, so I just threw her on there on the last day, and then she lost 6-1, 6 loved.
Yeah, but you always, every time you try and join one of my picks halfway through beat the odds, they always flop.
Yeah,
because you pick them later on in the event.
Yeah,
you need to get them ones early.
Yeah, she was against the eventual winner, so
yeah, it's not bad then.
Mertens.
I mean, I'm going to have McNally beating Mertens. I think Mertens is slowly going to fizzle out. She's all right for a few rounds, but she's just not good enough. Mentally so weak. Really needs her A-peak tennis game.
I'm going to go Mertens.
She needs to work on her mental big time.
She's really burned me with that defeat to Alexandrova in such dismal fashion. So I'm going to have to... I can't forget it. Coco Vandeweghe-Donovekic. Well, you've sold me. She's apparently a former finalist here. So
there we go. Look, Donovekic. Been liking her now. I'm going to have her going through. Shout out to Lexi. How are we doing, Lexi? Hey. Thanks for joining us.
Jean saying Mertens sucks on grass.
She definitely does. I agree, Jean. I'm going to have Tomjanovic beating Martic.
Same here.
I'm going to go...
Cirstea to beat Rogers.
Yeah, go on. Chance my arm.
I'm going to have... Oh, we've got the latest winner of a tournament, but up against somebody who's won the tournament a couple of times. So that's quite interesting. I think I'm going to have Haddad Meyer continuing.
I'm going to have Kvitova knocking her out. If you win a tournament, you never pick them in the next one, first round. They always go out first round, Ben.
She did it quite convincingly. She might just have a little left in the tank. I don't know. I've done the wrong thing, probably. Palizas Diaz, I'll have to beat Freck.
Okay, me too.
Could be a bad one. That I'll have Juvan to beat Davis.
Yeah, go on.
Oh no, here we
I'm
go.
going Martin Sova. I'm not going for Georgie this time.
I'm burned one time too many.
I wonder if Gary's going for Georgie.
Probably, always. Risk versus Balter. I'll go Risk.
Birmingham, Ben. Balter in Birmingham.
I don't know. Is she good in Birmingham?
Oh, she's very good. She's got a statue in Birmingham.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
It's outside the stadium. Big statue of her.
That hasn't changed my mind. They take the statue down.
The centre court is actually called the Balter Arena.
Oh, the Balter Bowl or something. I don't know.
I'm going to go Alison Risk.
I'm going to have Golubich.
No,
Golubich, I think it is. I'm not saying bitch, though.
I'm going to go Garcia.
I'm going to have Harriet Dart to knock out.
I wonder if she's got
quite excited over that one.
I'm going Harriet Dart, definitely. I like a bit of the dart.
Oh, Serenko's been screwed again. She had Iga as to start her last.
Her last few matches are Iga and Halep.
It's not nice, is it? I mean, yeah,
she could beat Halep.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, listen, Halep's not been on it really recently, but I'll have Halep winning this one.
Mara Togs is going to be there. Mara Togs is going to be in the stands.
Dart's beating Halep, mate, on the next round.
Mara Togs is going to be blowing her kisses from the stands. Right.
Ostapenko, easy, my girl.
Yeah.
So good. I'm going to have...
It's gone too big on at the moment.
Beating Zhang.
I'm gonna have
Ostapenko winning the whole thing. Let's just skip to the end. I'm having Ostapenko winning it. I love her.
I'm having Vekic to beat Mertens.
I'll go Vekic, yeah. I'll go Tomjanovic.
Yeah. I'll have Haddad Meyer again. This is a terrible decision.
I'll have Kvitova.
I'll have Martin Sova to beat
I'll have Juvan.
Ooh. I'll have Golubik to beat Risk.
No, Risk has got to the final. Risk.
I know, but there's just
Finalist, Ben.
There's something that's just putting me off her at the minute. I don't know what it is. They're just gut feeling. Halep versus Dart.
That's an easy win. Come on, we know Harriet Dart. I reckon one of them's going to be a bagel. I'm having Harriet Dart to ruin the Moratoglu parade.
Yeah, go on then. I'll join you with it.
Hey, Darty. And listen, if Dart beats Halep, we're going to make a Dart button.
Yeah, let's do
And
it.
I want to be on there just throwing a dart onto the board.
At Halep.
No, what you need to do is this. You throw the dart, and then the camera, it's like an animation, Ben. It zooms into the dartboard. And then on the little flight, it's Harriet Dart's face.
And then it goes into the player she's playing. Like,
Can you do some animation with a dartboard and Harriet Dart?
I wish I knew how to do animation, but maybe
and then you can sing to it as well, and you can make the noise.
Oh, darty.
Or you could just do it like at the darts. What's it called? Where do they play the darts?
Lakeside.
It's not the lakeside. What's the one with the big atmosphere? They're all singing.
Yeah, they're always down Lakeside, isn't it?
And they've got the big banners.
Yeah.
And you can have someone zooming into the banner and just goes Harriet Dart. Go on, the girl. Anyway, hopefully she wins after that.
She's going out then. That's guaranteed. Zhang Ostapenko.
This is quarterfinals, by the way, guys.
Ostapenko.
I'm going to go Ostapenko as well. I think she's just so good, Ostapenko. For those who don't know, great grass court player, really big hitter of the ball. Last player to beat Iga Swiatek. I think she's going to keep going, mate. She's a great player. I've missed her on tour. I've missed her.
Tomljanovic, Vekic. I'll go Tomljanovic.
I think I'll go Tomljanovic as well on this occasion.
Yeah, okay. Haddad Meyer, Martin. I'm going to go Martin Sova now.
I'm going to go Kvitova and Harriet Dart from the bottom to beat Risk as well.
I've got Golubik.
Boo! He's knocked out Dart. Boo! No one likes Ben.
He's big on Dart. Right, the big one from the top. The big one from the top. You're going to pick.
Big for me. We've got Yelena Ostapenko in the final. Let's go. Come on.
I'm going to have Tomljanovic knocking her out.
Yeah, there we go. Sean saying darts is at the Alexandra Palace. That's the big one. Cheers, Sean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's bigger than Lakeside.
Sean Power. He should know. He's the Power Taylor.
There you go. Maybe he's a relative.
Phil's son. Phil's son in the live chat. Oh, right. Martin Sova got it, but I'm going to have Martin Sova. She makes my final.
I'm going to have, unfortunately for Dart, I think she's only going to make the semis and Kvitova's going to knock her out. I'm going for an Ostapenko-Kvitova final.
And I've got Tomljanovic versus Martin Sova. I have Tomljanovic.
Unseeded final for you, Ben. Wow.
A bit mad, isn't it?
Unseeded final. Tomljanovic, another very popular Beat the Odds. I feel you've been scarred by Beat the Odds, and all of your picks now are influenced from previous week's Beat the Odds. Yeah. When the next week, they're no good. And there'll be a new name. There's going to be a new name on Beat the Odds this week, and that's the one who's going to win. And it's not going to be Tomljanovic.
She probably won't. But...
It's going to be Ostapenko, the number one seed. She's back in action. She's going to win the whole thing. Let's go. Yelena.
She might get beaten by Marino in the first round.
Mate, Yelena in Birmingham. I just feel like I can't wait for it. I might head up there. Fancy it? Road trip?
I think I'm good.
It's 5 hours, by the way. I'm going
on holiday. I'd rather do that. I think we've got Lewis saying, "Forget boring, Ben. Exciting, Ben."
I mean, I don't know what's happened to this Ben. I don't recognise him.
Well, you know what happens with me whenever I pick for these WTA events to be an unseeded player winning, then the favourite wins. So that's what always happens. Perfect. So. We know that JG will win this bracket. Ostapenko wins the whole thing. So that's good.
Lovely.
Right, let's get away from this. We got another draw preview that's coming right up. Martin Sova.
Dark horse, though, Ben?
Well, it's the final, isn't it? So Martin Sova, there you go. Done. Easy.
Well, my dark horse, funny enough, is Harriet Dart.
So watch out.
Harriet Dart. And then the winner, Ostapenko. So that one's done. Make sure you're entering at home, guys. It is free to enter, and it will be great to see how you do in the bracket compared to everyone else in our community. The last one we're going to do is going to be on the other stream. So make sure, give us a like on this one. Subscribe if you are new and just found us. And we're going to be going to cover the Halle Open for the men's. It is going to be an ATP 500. It's a big event, one I love. Just to add, also, Queens was an ATP 500 as well. And the Birmingham one's a WTA 250. So we're going to do one more stream. It's going to be about 20 minutes long. Join us in there very soon. Thanks for watching. We'll love you and leave you and see you in 5 minutes.
See you soon.